So we'll just start by coming in to your own space. Perfect. Just joining the palms together and breathing nice and slowly. Taking the little fingers together. So if you see my hands there, the little fingers together and the fingers touching. And as you breathe in, opening the arms, opening the fingers, and breathing out, coming back in. So it's a lotus mudra. Breathing in and breathing out. Just releasing the hands. Take a big inhale, reaching all the way up. A long exhale, bringing your palms to your heart center. Twice more, breathing in. Releasing the breath. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Just relaxing the hands, just taking a little sway side to side. And come round in circles if that feels nice. Feel free to linger if you wish. You find a nice place to just be. Back to your center. Take a big inhale, reaching, stretching up to the sky. Fingers opening, stretching the fingers. And then softening the elbow, rolling all the way up and over. Releasing forward and around to the other side. Inhale, lifting up. Stretching up. And rounding all the way forward. Softening the elbows, gentle sway from side to side. Drawing the hands towards you. And come back to a seat. So we're just going to take a little bit of time settling into the practice with some awareness to the breath. So you can take one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly. And just bring your awareness to your breath without changing anything. Just noticing which hand is rising and falling. Where the breath is moving in the body. And gradually slowing the breath down. Just noticing any sensations in your body, any areas of tension, breathe them away. And while we're here observing any thoughts that pop into our minds, we're not engaging with them, just allowing them to move along like passing clouds across the sky. My thoughts are drawn to the sounds from the garden. There's a bird that sounds a bit like a monkey. Bringing me back to memories of holidays. And then gently releasing. So drawing the knees together, you're going to roll down onto your backs. And take a big inhale, floating the arms all the way up and back. Exhaling forward and down. So just allowing the movement to follow the breath as you breathe in, lift the arms all the way up and back. Softening here, exhaling, floating the arms forward and down. And your feet can be however you wish. You can have legs extended, soles of the feet together with the knees coming outwards, or maybe the soles of the feet on a mat with the knees bent. However is comfortable for you. One more deep breath in, floating the arms all the way up and back. Just staying for the exhale, softening across the elbows, the shoulders, the soft palms. And floating the arms forward and down. So guiding the knees together, hugging the knees in over your chest. And gently taking your knees for a roll around, making circles with your knees. The water element of winter is moving aside for the wood element of spring, signaling an end to quiet, rest and rejuvenation, and a rising energy of creativity and growth. So starting to take the knees round in opposite direction. And taking the arms at shoulder height, allow the knees to come over to the right or the left side. So knees are bent, rolling over to one side or another. As you breathe in, coming back to the centre. And breathing out, allowing your knees to flow over to the other side. So continuing like this to follow your breath. In the practice today, we'll be stretching, twisting and rising to wake up the body and oil the joints. So this has been designed to help remove sluggishness from the liver and gallbladder, which are the two organs associated with the wood element of spring. And the second part of this class will include some long mindful stretches and a self-shiatsu massage, before handing over to Christine for spring breath practices and deep sound relaxation. So taking the hands behind your thighs now, and start to rock and roll backwards and forwards, coming all the way up to a seat. Finding a nice comfortable seat here. Take a big inhale, reaching all the way up, interlacing the hands, stretching the hands away. Breathing in. Exhale, releasing the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. And release, bringing the hands all the way forward. Taking the hands away from you, rounding the back. Turning the hands towards you, come into your heart. Take a deep breath into the heart. Exhale, gently releasing. And just a little rotation of the eyes as well. The eyes are related to the wood element, so Taking the eyes all the way up to the top and then all the way down, looking towards your cheeks. Twice more, lifting up and coming all the way down. One more time. Exhale. Taking a few lion's breath with the eyes going high up into the sockets and the tongue coming straight out. So breathing in through the nose, and as you breathe out, the tongue comes out, the eyes go high. Nice. One more time, breathing in and lion's breath out. Coming back to your center. Good one, guys. So let's make our way to all fours. Take a little bit of movement along the spine, maybe figure of 8 or circling, doing whatever feels nice for you. Coming up to all fours. As you breathe in, reaching the right arm forward, the left heel back. Stretching, reaching, exhale, folding in. Elbow to knee, twice more. Breathing all the way out, take a big stretch. Exhaling as you fold. One more time, breathing all the way out. Exhaling, coming back to all fours, rolling through your cat-cow as you inhale, lowering the belly down, looking up. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to chest. Coming back to a neutral spine, going for the other side, extending the left arm long, the right heel behind you. Folding everything in. Twice more, breathing in. Exhale. One more time, the more breath, the more you breathe, the more space you create. And then coming back to all fours, sinking hips to heels, child's pose, bringing the hips all the way back to your heels. Take a nice slow, easy breath here. And coming back to all fours. Inhale, take the right arm out to the side, threading all the way through, threading the needle. Twice more, spiraling open, unfurling into spring. Exhale. This makes me think of the weather when we're approaching spring. Sometimes the sun's shining, sometimes we go backwards into the cold air. One more time, coming out to the side. Exhaling, coming all the way back. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, up and back, downward facing dog. Just pedaling through the legs, easing in, stretching through the back of the legs. And lowering the knees down, coming back to all fours. Take a big inhale, left arm out to the side. An easy exhale, threading all the way through. Twice more. One more time. Exhale. Taking it all the way out to the side. And coming back to all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now just taking your right hand back across to the outside of your left shin, so that's diagonally underneath you. And then releasing here, coming to the other side, take a nice stretch diagonally underneath. Maybe looking out underneath the arm, coming back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling out, plank pose. Take it nice and easy in your plank, only using the energy you need. Maybe feeling the heat rising, moving into a new season. Exhaling, lowering knees, chest and chin. Interlace the hands behind you. Breathing in, lifting the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhaling, placing the palms down. Press down, take a big inhale, hips to heels. Child's pose. We'll stay here for a few breaths. If you wish, you can take a mini thread the needle so we don't rise up, just sliding one arm underneath another. Or maybe taking the hands for a walk one way or another. Take a nice stretch through the side body. Gallbladder meridian. And whenever you're ready, coming back to the center, tucking the toes and starting to bring the hands back towards you. So just lifting the knees, coming up to fingertips, nice and tall. Breathing in, pressing down and lifting the hips, peeling the hips up. And all the way up, nice and slowly, sliding the hands all the way up. Taking the shoulders high. Exhale, throwing the hands down. Twice more, inhale, shoulder shrug. Exhale, releasing down. One more time. Let's take a big inhale, reach it up, stretching one side and another. And coming all the way forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, folding down. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Palms to your heart center. Inhale, rising up. Rising energy. Falling all the way forward and down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Root down, rise up. Palms to your heart center. Just taking the hands forward now, we're coming into a little Qigong exercise called rolling the ball. So the arms are nice and soft, the palms are soft inside. If you want to stay that side, I'll stay this side. Okay, stay. You got a side on and a full forward. As you breathe in, we're going to take the right arm back and look back towards your hand. Exhale, coming forward. So opening all the way along the meridians. One more time, finishing off this side. Exhale. And just bring the hands down in a diamond to your center. Relaxing the shoulders. Softening the knees. Keep a nice long spine as you just have a feeling of softness all the way from the soles of your feet up to the crown of your head. And just releasing here. So, Anna, you're intuitively starting, we're coming into rotating the joints. So starting off with the ankles, rolling the ankles around, and rolling the knees. And we're doing this because it's linked to the wood element of the synovial fluid. So the gallbladder meridian is linked to tendons, ligaments, and as we come out of our period of rest, of hibernation in the winter, we come into a need to oil the joints before we move, a bit like the bikes in the shed. Not that I'm calling you bikes. just thinking of the bike, I've got to get moving again so I can get out into the fresh air and move and, yeah, be in the nature. Take a big inhale, reaching all the way up. And palms to your heart center. A little roll from side to side, rolling the waist. And allow your whole body to move as one, so the heels pick up as you turn from side to side. Coming back to the center and rolling the arm, the shoulders, backwards, forwards, rolling the wrists. You can take them high, take them low. Oh, and the elbows. Do the elbows this way. Nice. And then last but not least, taking the chin down to your chest and rolling the head round from side to side. And coming back to your centre. Just looking over one shoulder, looking over the other. And just a general shake out. So shaking everything. Nice. And we're coming into getting ready to flow. So take a big inhale, reach it up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, place the palms down, step back to a nice long lunge. So really stretch through this long lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling through the legs. Inhale, rolling forward to your plank pose and lowering knees, chest and chin. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rolling back down. Press down, take a big inhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Look forward, step your right foot forward between the hands. Take a nice stretch through the back leg once more. And bring both feet together in your forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, folding down. Take a big inhale to rise. Palms float down to your center. Inhale. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, halfway. Step your left leg back into a long lunge. Take a stretch. Nice. Exhale. Coming back to plank pose. And we'll go back to downward facing dog. So lifting the heels and allowing the heels to drop. Couple of times. And you breathe in, rolling out to your plank pose, lowering knees, chest and chin, coming all the way down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Just softening the knees. Inhale, step your your left foot forward between the hands. Right leg to join. Take a big inhale, lifting all the way. Palms to your heart center. Exhale. So taking your right leg, stepping your right leg back. Should we face each other? This is nice. So taking your left arm forward, up and around, finding your way to a warrior two. Settling in here. Inhale, lifting up. And breathing out. One more time. Exhale. Turning the palm, big inhale, tips you all the way up and back. Exhale, up and over to your side angle pose. Stretching the arms straight up. Feel the stretch. And maybe you can take the lower hand down a little way. Inhale, press down to lift all the way up and back. Exhale, Up and over to your side angle pose, this time extending the arm forward, reaching forward. Draw the elbow back alongside you. Inhale, up and over. Swirling, spiraling, twice more. One more time. Exhale. Coming back to your warrior two. Exhale. Just dropping the hands down, releasing, turning the feet to face the other way. Take a big inhale, extending the arms wide, sinking in. Turning the palm, inhale, up and back. Exhaling, up and over, take the right hand straight up to the air. Maybe extending the other leg, the other arm down. Press down, take a big inhale, take it all the way up and back. Exhale, up and over. Coming into the swirls, unfurling. So draw the elbow alongside, big inhale, reaching up and over. Twice more. Breathing in. And coming back to your warrior two. Taking the feet parallel, exhale, rolling forward and down. Just taking a moment here, releasing the head, maybe the knees are soft, maybe a little sway, side to side. And walking the hands back round to the front of your mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale, sweeping your right leg high up behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands. Inhale, opening, lifting up. So you've got one knee down. Nice. Exhale, extending the front leg. Twice more. Inhale, maybe taking a little higher, maybe wider. Exhale. One more time. Go high, reach up. Exhaling. Coming forward, take a nice twist to your right side. Exhale, coming back down. Tuck the back toe and take it all the way back to your downward facing dog. Pedaling through the legs. You can maybe take a flow or take the knees down, sink hips to heels. And take a moment, a few breaths in downward dog. Yogi's choice. Whenever you're ready, take a big inhale, sweeping the left leg way up and back behind you. Exhale, stepping through between the hands, lowering the back knee down. Inhale, leaning back, opening. Exhale, extending the front leg. Take a stretch. Big inhale, maybe arms go wide this time. Exhaling. Inhaling all the way up, stretching up, looking up between the hands. Exhale. Take a nice stretch. Walking the hands forward, coming into a twist, left arm floats up. Exhaling. Step back to your downward facing dog. Bending into the knees. And this time start to walk the hands back towards the feet. Rolling up, notch by notch. Coming to mountain pose. Taking a few breaths here. Gently releasing the fingers, releasing the hands. So coming out towards a balance, you're going to transfer the weight over to the right side. So just take a moment with the heel of your left foot lifted to root down into the earth. And throughout the winter, the trees are bringing in water through the roots and ready to unfurl the leaves of spring. So breathing in, lifting the left knee, and turning to the side, coming to your tree pose. You can go below the knee, you can go above the knee, pressing the foot and the leg equally together. Maybe taking the lotus mudra if you wish. Fingers and thumbs together, drawing the petals in. Breathing in. Opening your petals. Breathing out. Releasing the hands, bringing the knee forward and coming back down. So you might want to rotate an ankle, take a sway, getting ready for the other side. So just taking all the weight into your left leg, lifting up, breathing up, turning out to the side. Nice click from my hip. Bringing the palms together. And maybe taking this lotus flower is going to rise a little more. Julie Atkins. Allow your hands to just move away, gently swaying in the breeze. We have the strength of our foundation, our resilience inside. And the arms are symbolising our flexibility, our ability to adapt to changes. Finding a way to flow through. And releasing the hands all the way down. Bringing the knee forward. Exhale, release. So rotating maybe the other ankle. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Tipping over one way. Let's take a stretch through the side body. Inhale up and over. And coming all the way back to your centre. So turning sideways now, coming into wide legs. Taking the toes out, heels are in, sinking all the way down. Inhale, arms go forward, up and back. Twice more, breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Yes. And then coming to a ball in the centre, turning the ball. And we're coming back to this practice of rolling the ball. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Twice more. Releasing the hands, inhaling, lifting the sky, pushing the sky up, creating the space. So just think about the rising energy of spring, breaking through the earth, lifting up. One more time. Exhale. So stepping the legs together, maybe heel, toeing in. We'll come back to the front of your mat. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, coming all the way back down. So crawling the hands out, coming to all fours. And sinking hips to heels, bringing the fingertips on straight ahead. Nice long fingertips extended out. Inhale, spiraling open to the right side, right arm floating up. Exhale, coming over to the other side. Easy exhale, drawing the hands towards you. Take a big inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, hands to your lower back. Take a nice twist, turning the head to one side. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, turning to the other side. Inhale. Bring the palms all the way down through your center. Coming back to child's pose. Just rolling the head from side to side as your head is down on the mat. And coming up to all fours. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Crawl the hands back towards you, catching a hold of the elbows, gentle twist side to side. And releasing the hands down. Inhale, sliding the legs all the way up, taking the shoulders up and back. Twice more, rolling the shoulders up and back. One more time. Take a big inhale, reaching up, tipping over to one side. Inhaling up and over. And coming back through the center, sinking down to your chair pose. Take the elbows across to the right side, opening the arms nice and wide. And releasing, breathing out. Inhale, reaching up. Drawing the palms down through your middle. Taking a nice twist to the other side. Spiraling open, unfurling. Exhale. Inhale all the way up and back. Taking the hands behind you, interlacing the hands. Lifting from the chest. You start to bend the knees, folding up and over. Still with your interlace. And releasing the hands, inhale, lifting up, sweeping the hands all the way through. Inhaling, coming around to your right side, sweeping the hands away. Round to the left. Inhale, take a pause. And allow the hands to float all the way. And all the way down, starting to roll forward, softening the knees, coming all the way down to a forward fold. Semicircle side to side, maybe catching hold of the elbows. Releasing the hands, start to bring the knees down, coming to all fours. Untucking the toes, sinking hips to heels. Inhale, rolling up to all fours, taking circles or figure of eight, moving around. Seeing where your body wants to move, to flow. Noticing if there's any challenges in the way and maybe you can move a little bit more slowly through. Inhale, rising up to all fours. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale as you lift the heels high. And easy exhale, sinking the heels back down. Twice more. Oops, stopped. So rolling out into your plank pose. And lowering down, knees, chest and chin. So sliding through, taking the hands behind you, interlacing the hands. Inhale, lifting up, drawing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, coming back down. Just bringing the hands underneath your shoulders now. Taking a baby cobra. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling. One more time, lifting up. Exhale. And sliding the elbows forward, the hands forward. Coming to your Sphinx pose. So just staying here, breathing for a while, opening through the chest. Nice long neck. Taking some breaths. And releasing all the way down to the mat. So drawing the hands back underneath you, press down, take a big inhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Drawing the hands towards you, towards your knees, rising up. And lifting the arms, go wide, lifting all the way up. Bringing your palms down through your heart center. Just releasing the hands down, tucking the toes behind you, coming into camel pose. So taking the hands behind your back. So just in the lower back to start with. Taking the elbows, drawing the elbows closer together as you breathe in. Send the hips forward, the thighs forward, lifting from the chest, looking up. Keep breathing here. And slowly bringing the chin back to your chest. Untucking the toes and sitting back. So just let your back round a little before coming all the way up again, lifting up, arms go wide, reaching up, palms to your heart center. And releasing the hands, tucking the toes. We're going to reach back, palms coming, or the top of the hands, the fingers coming up to the heels. And as you breathe in, lifting from the chest, looking up. Start to bring the chin forward very slowly. Taking your time, walking your hands back to your lower back. And then untucking the toes, coming to a full child's pose. So your hands can be in front, they can be behind you, maybe the knees can go wider. And if you like, you can roll the head from side to side. Rising, unfurling, coming up to all fours, tucking the toes and lifting the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale as you sweep the right leg high behind, bending into the knee if that feels nice. Exhale, coming forward to your pigeon pose, bringing the knee behind your right wrist, maybe outside of your right wrist, hips parallel. Take some nice breaths here, rising up, lifting from the chest. As you exhale, gently release and relax, coming forward, walking the hands forward. So this is tapping into the gallbladder meridian, going around the external hips. Stretching the back leg long, the liver meridian running up the inside of the leg, all the way up to the groin. Already tipping over to one side, sweeping the other leg up and around, coming into a twist. So we'll take a twist. Nice. Inhaling, lifting your right arm high, keeping that space as you start to rotate around to the other side. I'll mirror you. Nice counter pose to the other side. And then bringing the top leg out to the side, out long, sliding your left hand inside of the leg, bringing the elbow down, just relaxing the elbow, the other hand behind you, opening through the shoulders, lifting up. And bringing the hand behind, up and over, coming into a full forward fold. So you can take a gentle sway here, side to side, staying movable if you wish. Gradually coming into stillness. So just as we rise into spring, the weather changes and we come back into colder air, some more rest, more rejuvenation. Before rising once more, take a big inhale, lifting up. And exhale, releasing down by the sides. And just going to wend our way back to a downward facing dog. Tucking the back toe and sweeping the front leg way up and back behind you, taking a nice counter pose. Coming back to your downward facing dog. Take a big inhale on the other side. Left leg sweeps up and back behind you, maybe bending into that leg if that feels nice. And as you breathe out, coming forward into your pigeon pose. Settling in. Nice neutral spine. The hip bones equally facing down. Nice and balanced and equal. You start to see things popping up out of the earth and everything's rising really quickly. Sometimes it's nice to come back to a restorative pose. Take some time. Adding more charge to the batteries. And there you're already starting to unwind, tipping over to the other side, sweeping the other leg up and around. Take a big inhale, reaching up. Rolling around. So not leaning back on the hand behind you. Coming around to the other side. And then coming back to the centre, leaning back, bringing the soles of the feet together. This is a wood element pose, opening externally, rotating the hips. And exhale, folding forward, allowing the back to round, maybe bringing the elbows forward. Taking the hands around the feet, maybe a little massage. Whatever feels nice. the knees together and coming back to your mat, the length of your mat. It's an opportunity to take an inversion. You can take another forward fold or maybe a shoulder stand. Whatever feels nice. Bending the knees in towards you. Just taking the soles of the feet down to the mat. Releasing the legs long. Just taking a moment here. Take as long as you like. Whenever you're ready. We'll meet up in a seat.